Welcome back to the Hermitcraft FTB server. It is now finally time to get doing something about the power situation here. Now, one thing I've already done, up top side there is an ultimate hybrid solar panel that I took off the roof and brought over here, which is actually right near where the legacy farms from forestry are. That's feeding an MFSU, which is attached to a transformer. Now, MFSU is putting out 512 EU per tick. This thing will therefore be able to put out 4 128 EU per tick lines. So let's go ahead and do something here. I'm going to take one line over this way. And, oh no, wait a minute. Perhaps just right down here. Alright. Something like that. Alright, a single 128 EU per tick line, which should equal 4 32 EU per tick lines. And so we've got some LV transformers here. And let's see, let's open this up a little bit. Okay, now, just as an example, we have LV transformers. Let's just pop one right here. And we'll hit it with this wrench to bring the high voltage dots down here. We'll pop another one right there. And do that the same way. Now, we run our power. Like so. Alright, that was not right. I'm making this up as I go, so if I make stupid mistakes, oh well, it happens. Okay. And let's turn this around. And let's get this one turned around similarly. Okay, there's the high voltage going in there. Now, we take low voltage coming out. Like so. Actually, not there. Right here. 2, 3, 4. Now that transformer should be enough, if I understand this correctly, it should be enough to power 4 of these guys. So let's find out. And of course it doesn't have anything to do yet. Well, that's why I brought some cells. None of them are complaining about insufficient energy line. Alright. That's good. Let's put that there and then set up for 4 more. And we'll pop 4 more of them down here. And let's throw some cells in them. Just to give them something to do. And so far, nobody's complaining about not enough power. Let's get the trusty EU reader. And let's see. 16 EU per tick going in through that line. How about down here? 20. Four for that individual machine. Okay. That looks promising. So if I expand this little mess thusly, I put in 2 more lines of 4, they should also all be able to run full blast without any difficulty in terms of how much power they need. Okay, so let's get another couple of these things up here. If I can hit the right key, it would be nice. Alright, let's bring our high voltage side to the back and hook up some cable. Alright, now hook up some cable here, and let's get some more machines down. And I'm betting that none of them will have any power problems at all, and will be able to run indefinitely off that solar panel, bearing in mind the solar panel produces 512 EU per tick. It has storage capacity of 1 million EU of its own, and it's feeding into this thing, which is holding 10 million EU, which means these guys can run all day and all night with no problemos. That looks good to me. And so, what I should then be able to do, see, this splits to 4 and they split to 4. I should then be able to take this line and bring it down this way. And split it off to 4 more low voltage transformers and 16 more of the machines. Alright, I'm back after that sudden break. I had a phone call. Anyway, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get these things hooked back up to the ME system. And before I do that, I'm going to grab a chest. temporarily. Not that. I'm going to grab a hold of a bunch of these hydrogen cells, stuff them in here. Not that I actually expect the system will run out of them that quickly, but I want to ensure. Okay, that's all of them. Okay, there's 8 more. Okay, we'll take those 2, pop them all in here, and I'll dump these back into the system after all of these machines are hooked back up. Just because I want to kind of do the stress test thing of everything running at the same time, and that ensures there's enough material for that to happen. Alright, so I need to finish taking this row out. I need to hook all these machines back up, and after a while I'll be reworking these 2 rows and probably expanding that way to be able to hook up 4 sets of 4 again. Alright, I'm going to get this stuff hooked up and I'll be back. Alrighty, I've got everything all set up. The machines are all hooked up. They've got their export buses set up and import buses on them and everything. And so, I'm going to clear a little bit of space here. Probably don't need this much, but I'm just going to put all of these hydrogen cells into the system at one time. We're just going to drop them all in here. This should pretty much guarantee that every one of these machines is running. And I'm going to go and check every one of them to make sure nobody's complaining about insufficient energy line. And I'm betting that's not going to happen. No power problems at all. They can run full bore all day long. No problems about power. This is looking good. Okay, that is 16 working industrial centrifuges. And I've got spots set up here where these 2 rows of 6 were. I'm going to put 4 groups of 4. And what I'll do, let's see, okay, I left it in the chest. Let's get a cable. And we will split this here. Bring the power line over this way. And right in here is where it will come down and hook into 4 low voltage transformers. Alright, so dig these out a little bit. Alright, let's go get the low voltage transformers and do this. Low voltage transformers, 16 more industrial centrifuges, the wrench of hazard, and I call it that because it's very hazardous if you point the voltage the wrong way. Okay, let's see here. Alright, I sized this whole thing 1 block wrong. Alright. Yeah, because I needed to have room here to put these guys. Alright, high voltage lines all facing in here. No, 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 no. Ay, ay, ay. That wasn't too slick. I needed this. Okay, we've got power to all four of the transformers. And now run it out for each one. Get ready to hook some machines in. Let's break this wall out of the way. Alright, now I can pop down 16 more of these machines, hook them into the ME system, and everything ought to be just about perfect. Alright, I'm going to take a few minutes, get these machines hooked in, clear some of this wall out of the way, and I'll be back. Alright, they're all hooked up, they're all running, and, well, they're not all running, because there isn't enough hydrogen cells to keep them all busy. 32 industrial centrifuges, and 4 of these guys can't make enough hydrogen cells to keep them busy. Well, that's going to be the next order of business, is to get enough of these guys going to keep all of those busy. And I'll be working on that just as soon as I deal with another telemarketer. Got that all taken care of. Now, let's see if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right back here. Should be right next to a tree farm. It is. Alright, excellent. That'll work just fine. Go over here, and we're going to grab another one of these. All right. Okay, now let's get the glass fiber. We'll run this up from down here. We'll run it out this way so that the trees don't grow into it. Thinking this actually ought to be plenty far enough away, so I'm going to run it up high enough to be above the trees, just in case. That'll be fine. Ultimate hybrid solar panel. And it's charging. Okay. And yeah, that's true. I lost some power when I disconnected it, but I'm not worried about that. I got so many of the doggone things, it's kind of almost stupid. But that's fine. That's cool. It's good to have more power than you need. Very good. Okay, now. those coming out here. Alright. That's a good place right there to park an MFSU. So let's get one. Takes a few seconds to put the components together. You gotta love auto crafting. Alright, there's MFSU. There's a transformer. Let's flip that high voltage side around. Alright, let's try it like this. Alright. There. That's what I want. High voltage side up against the MFSU, which is of course charging. Alright, now I need 4 more industrial electrolyzers. Electrolyzer, industrial electrolyzer, industrial has overclocker upgrades. I don't think I want to mess with those because they, like, you get double the output, but it costs you 4 times the power. And I'm not going to mess with that right now, so let's just make up 10 of them. I'm going to need them eventually anyhow. Alright, that's going to take a moment to craft because it has to make the machine blocks for that thing. So I'll be back when they're done. Alright, my electrolyzers are ready, and while I've been waiting, I've been working on expanding the water supply room. So let's go ahead and finish that off. Let's see, I need a bucket. Seems I always have to craft one when I need it. Of course, I had to craft a bunch of these, and they each take a bucket, so that would explain that. Alright, let's get some water. Get out of there. And now I shouldn't need to go back over there. Bingo. Thing is all thoroughly watered. Let's take 7 aqueous accumulators. Drop them down there in the middle. They're watering up. Alright, let's get some waterproof pipe. Yeah, I know I could use liquid duct. Whoop-de-doo. Maybe I'll change it later. Alright, now let's see. Okay, there's water supply. Following the power. Okay, and speaking of power, out like that. One more here, and one more there. That should take care of that. Now we'll just run it straight down. And this will make a system kind of like this, only a little closer to the wall, and eventually I'll probably move this one back. Alright, now. Okay, the power goes into the top, so We want to dig the spot for the underwear, the underplace plumbing, the underwear plumbing. Yeah, right. You heard it here first, folks. Underwear plumbing. Ugh. Where did that come from? Never mind. I don't want to know. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to need a little bit more space back here. Okay. Machines will go here, there, and there. The water will split up and go between them. Power will go directly on top, down to them. I guess we just get the machines in place next, because then I have to take the blocks out from under them. Alright, let's see. We need export buses on the bottom. And that's where the empty cells are going to go in. So let's just go ahead and hook that up now. Okay. Alright, now on the back is the import bus, and I need another one. Because that's where the hydrogen cells, the whatever the thing makes, everything it makes will come out of there. Okay, that's connected. Let's get the water lines hooked up. Matter of fact, let's get some more of those. What can I say? It takes longer to make the liquiducts than it does to whip these things together. Alright, check them out. Well, I haven't hooked up the ME yet, or the power. Alright. Where's the nearest ME cable? And it's going to be right there. We'll go ahead and run it under the floor and make it look neat. How about that? under the floor, brain dead. Okay, as you can see, there's a certain amount of block lag going on here. And really bad aim. Okay. They're loading up with cells. They're loading up with water. I guess the only thing left to do is hook up the power. Insufficient. Oh, don't you tell me that. No, 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 no. I'm not going to... Wait a minute. It's processing anyway. I bet you after that done, this will go away. And I'm going to wait just a moment to find out. I did see that happen with the other machines, and they're all working great. These are hooked up just the same as the other four that are working. And let's see. Yeah, compressed air cell, hydrogen cells, bingo. We have now doubled hydrogen cell production, and I can fill in this trench in the floor. Alright, we now are producing twice as much hydrogen cells. This needs to be moved back there to kind of get in line with that. And then down this way, I'm going to put in another 4. I'll probably do that part off camera. And then, not a whole lot else going on right now. I know there's a bunch of stuff to do with like these plate bending machines and the compressors and stuff, and I do need to get to that. But for the moment, I'm just satisfied that this is working. Let's see, how are we doing? How's our cells report? Okay, we've got 11,000 empty cells, we've got water cells, yada yada, and deuterium cells appear and disappear. Let's go have a look at the deuterium supply. $34,935 buckets. And I do believe we're going to end up with a good supply of deuterium. Alright. Now I know that in addition to the deuterium, I need to get the helium-3 going. And somebody in the comments had a suggestion about how to come up with a decent amount of platinum and so on. And I am going to look into that as soon as I have a few free minutes to do it. In the meantime, things are doing better here. Why does this one... Oh. Okay. It's going, but it doesn't seem to have... Okay. These things aren't all full of water yet. They actually get a, believe it or not, a stack of water. And once they are filled with water, yeah, the water comes in just a little bit faster than they can process it out into the cells. Alright, good. Not a problem then. And these machines are sitting idle. A lot of them are anyway. And so what I want to do is get enough of these electrolyzers going to keep all of these machines steadily busy without building up a huge backlog of hydrogen cells. You know, have just enough of them being produced so that the machines can process them into deuterium pretty much about as fast as they come in. So I'm thinking to add electrolyzers 4 at a time, and then watch my production rate and see how things are going after each batch. And I need to do that after this batch. And so I'm going to take some time and do that. I need to get our quarry started up again. So I'm going to work on that and tend to a few other things. And we'll pick this up next time. Thanks for watching. Take it easy. I'm out of here.